So for those who know me, you've been paying attention. There's been a lot of really exciting things happening in my life, and kind of speechless about it. Anyway, come to the realization. Many of you know I've been writing a book, but I've been just delayed with so much busyness. I haven't been able to do it. Well, as of tonight, I've realized I'm going to start sharing some of those stories, and I'm just going to do it via video message. I could write a book and maybe it sells a lot, maybe I make a ton of money. It's not really ever been about the money for me, honestly. For those who know me, my life, everything I'm about is about inspiring others to seek God with reckless abandon and really to live out your purpose and chase your passions and your talents that God has innately equipped you with. So tonight I'm going to share, based on a couple of requests from people, the story of why I wear number 14. So for those who know me, when I was growing up in middle school and high school, Wayne Memorial High School, I was very small, probably one of the smallest kids in the entire school, and that was, hundreds of people, maybe even thousands, I don't even know. But one night while reading Psalm 37:4, my life changed and everything made sense from that point on. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Now, one of the things I was struggling with was why I kept getting cut from basketball teams and couldn't quit. My desire to play continued. So this verse kind of helped me, pursue and overcome, some of those doubts and questions. So one of the first opportunities I got to play basketball, organized basketball, was at the Faith Baptist Church League. And I got to choose my number. And I used to wear number 11 because I grew up in Detroit, Inkster, Michigan, suburb of Detroit. So my favorite players of all time were Pistol Pete Maravich and Isaiah Thomas, and especially Isaiah Thomas because he was playing at the time, and I just tried to emulate him. So I used to wear number 11. Well, after reading that verse, God convicted me. He said, "Hey, how about instead of idolizing a man, you idolize me, your God?" And so from that point on, I said, okay, well, since Psalms 37:4 changed my life, I said, okay, well, 37 plus 4 is 41. So I started wearing 41, which was awesome, and it really was strengthening me. And when I put on my jersey every day, I thought of God first, and it was cool. Fast forward to my college basketball days. I walked on college basketball team after not playing in high school and junior high, and some of my Wayne Memorial people and my Franklin High School, or Franklin Middle School now, I guess, people will tell you, I was small, and after high school, I literally grew probably 6 inches. I probably graduated at maybe 5'3", 5'4". My mom, I don't even think she's 5 foot. But anyway, when I started changing my life around and really being a better person and praying and reading the Bible, my body's changed. Just doors opened up for me. So long story short, and it's not a story to share right now, but I ended up walking on at Pikeville College, now University of Pikeville. And so my first day, I moved up to varsity as a freshman, and when I go to my locker to get the jersey. Now, Coach Cutright didn't ask me what jersey I wanted to wear. He just gave me the opportunity to move up to varsity. And so I get to my locker and I see the number 14. And it was really a sweet moment. So I get to my locker and everybody's excited, and it's senior night, and nobody's thinking I'm going to get a chance to play, not even myself really. So anyway, I get my jersey, and everybody's kind of going out for warm-ups, and I sit in my locker for a little bit, just taking the moment in and praying, and just talking to God and just appreciating all the struggle, and finally cracking in and being able to play organized basketball at a NAIA Division I school. It was just a monumental day for me. And I was teared up. I was praying, and for those who don't, some people don't know, what prayer is. Prayer is not necessarily talking audibly or whatever, and sometimes people are like, well, how do you hear God? Well, for me, when I pray and I'm really in the zone of prayer, I hear God in my head, and you just know it's God. So I'm praying, I'm crying. I remember Coach Cutright walking out of his office, and he said, he looked at me and I was crying, and he was like, "Son, are you okay?" And I said, "Coach, I just need a minute. Can I just have this?" And he said, "You take as much time as you need." So everybody left. I was in the locker room and I was praying, and I said, to me, I said, "God, you've been just amazing to me. You're, you've changed my life around, and it's so amazing that I've turned my life around, and just like wearing 41 now, you've given me 14, and it's an example and a symbol of you turning my life around." And obviously you can say, "Man, that's pretty meaningful and dope and deep." Well, in my prayer time, God said, he said, "Yeah, Mark, I know that you think 41 is 14 backwards, and I have changed your life around, and you've changed your life around for me, and you've made me your God, and you've honored me with everything that you've done. But I need you to understand how perfect I am." Wow. Psalm 37:4, 37 plus 4 is 41. But 3 plus 7 plus 4 is 14. You can't make that stuff up, guys. I get chill bumps every time I share that story. And he said, "Hey, get yourself ready to play tonight." And I was like, okay. So, caught up in all those emotions, obviously I burst out into tears. It's just amazing, what God can do, and how real He is. He's talking to us daily, and I think so many of us just don't even listen. We're just not even listening. It's like we're walking around with headphones on. We don't hear Him. So, sure enough, I did play that night, and many of my U-Pike people, my Pikeville people, were there at that moment, and they got to watch it. And some of them were chanting "King, King, King," and sure enough, senior night, we're getting blown out, and I play the last 3 minutes and score with like 2 seconds left off a crossover layup. But that's why I wear 14, and I can't really wear another number. So the number really means a lot to me. It's a number that continues to pop up in my life. It comes back. It's been God's way of, there's been so many stories where the number 14 has popped up in just various fashion. In fact, here's just another silly example. Today's the 14th, and after hearing people ask me to share the story, some on Facebook, some on text, telling me to share this number 14 story, I looked at my cell phone, and when I saw that it was the 14th, instead of going to bed, after midnight, I said, "You know what? Let me share this story." There's countless other stories, and I really need to write the book, not because I'm high on myself or I think that I'm awesome. I'm just a regular guy. I'm a 5'11" guy. I go to most courts and I get picked last still. They don't think I can play basketball. They don't think I can do much anything. I just, I got crooked teeth, I'm just a regular guy. But I'm listening to God, and I'm hearing Him. So, on that note, I just want to encourage anybody watching this video. I absolutely know you have dreams. I know it. Everybody does. And I want to encourage you to listen to them and to connect those dreams to God. And understand this. The misconception is this. You might think that nobody can know you better than you can know yourself. And that's actually not really true. You really can't know yourself unless you know God. God is our creator. He is the creator. He's the Almighty. He has pieced you together. He's intricately designed you. Your likes, your dislikes, your passion, your talents. So, in a sense, unless you know God, You can't even know yourself. Sure, nobody can know you like you know you, but you can't know yourself unless you know God. So you need to understand who God is and what He's done and how He's created you. And I'm not saying that you're going to go and all your dreams are going to be fulfilled. Because, case in point, my life, I wanted to get to the NBA. Now, I didn't get to the NBA. But God has been constantly redefining my passions and my dream. So much that, and one of the reasons I'm sharing this today, God again spoke to me in an amazing way as my team is getting prepared to play a 4-game tour at the Amway Center where the Orlando Magic play, which is very exciting. The Florida Flight minor league basketball team playing on an NBA floor. I've been struggling with whether I play or not, what I do, how I can get closure, because I really have never felt like I've given my passion to the court like I wanted to. I've never gotten a chance to play like I wanted to. I've played some. I've played in the CBA. I've played in the ABA. But I've always been mop minutes. It's always been bench minutes. It's not really been too significant. So, in a mighty way today, God told me, He said, Mark, this is your NBA. And no, it's not me getting $1 million contract, but I'm playing on an NBA floor, and my hope is that, my life and the stories I share and the opportunities I get to speak to people, that my hope is that you can not just look past me completely. Please don't even waste an inkling of a second on me. See what God has done in my life. And God can do this to anybody's life. He can do it in your life. Whatever your vision is, whatever your passion is, your dreams. Our dreams are the roadmap that God uses to get us to where He intends for us to be. And so many of us are beaten up by others who say our dreams are crazy, or we're scared to share them, so we never have any sense of accountability to chase them. But our dreams are the roadmap that God uses to get us to where He intends for us to be. So don't discredit your dreams. Allow them to be redefined, but pursue them. You're intricately designed with dreams. If you ask yourself the things that you like, and you try to get to the bottom of it, ask yourself, maybe you want to be a lawyer. Well, why do you want to be a lawyer? Why do you want to play basketball? I've asked myself why I want to play in the NBA, why do I want to play basketball in general. And, it gets down to the foundational reality that that's what God created me to love. I love basketball. And did I make it to the NBA? Not yet. I don't know what's in store for me. All I know is I'm just a little kid who used to shovel snow in his backyard and put up 500 shots over a dangling telephone wire, who was just scrawny and unathletic and really didn't show any promise whatsoever to the people looking at me. That was me. And now I own a minor league basketball team. I own a minor league basketball league. I own the entire Florida Basketball Association. And my team, the Florida Flight, is about to go play 4 games at Amway and on an NBA floor. If that's not amazing to you, you're hard to impress. In my life, I feel like God's showing off, and I'm very convicted to really start sharing those stories with you. So, long story short, that's why I wear number 14. And God is amazing, and He speaks, and He loves you, and He cares for you. I'm not some Baptist preacher. I'm not some Church of Christ. I tried a long time to get a youth ministry position within the church walls. Well, I realized that God has kind of equipped me to do ministry outside of the church walls. So this is my ministry. This is my way of sharing the gospel with you. So I hope you've enjoyed the story. God has blessed me with a ton more of stories that I got to share somehow. So I'll work on that, and I'll try and carve time out for that. But that's why I wear number 14. And it's, listen, God is real, and He's speaking to you. You just really try to listen. Try not to talk so much in your prayer time. Try to shut everything down and listen. He speaks, and He'll guide you. And He knows exactly what He expects of you. And believe you me, He can do whatever he wants to do. If you want to walk on water, he'll figure it out. I'll share that story with you sometime as well. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for your prayers. Continue to pray. Listen, if you can, please help us make a great impression on the Orlando Magic so that we can call Amway home permanently. Buy a ticket, show up, support, bring some toys for the Children's Home Society for our holiday toy drive game on December 21st. It's at 12:30 p.m. If you want to send a gift card so we can buy some toys for the kids because you're far away, or you want to just buy a ticket to donate to somebody else. The ticket includes a Magic game ticket as well the same night. If you can support, money, whatever, doesn't matter. Best thing you can do is pray for me and pray for this team and pray for my players. Pray for all the guys, because each one of these guys have a dream as well to get the most out of their basketball talent that God has blessed them with. And as we continue to utilize the platform of pro basketball to invest in the lives of others, my hope is that this team gives them a way so that I can invest in them and God can invest in them and make their dreams come true as well. Whatever that dream might be, however it might be redefined. So thank you for your prayers. I love you. Hope this is awesome. I'm just amazed at everything, and I hope you're enjoying the ride, because this is, you can't script this. This is amazing. Love you all. Bye.